Servus Leute und willkommen zurück in Byzantium und ja, also wir kehren jetzt zu Phineas zurück. Wir haben die Chemikalie, allerdings auch nur ein paar 20%, weil wenn wir 100% abgezogen hätten, hätten wir auch die die Kolonisten im Tiefschlaf getötet. Und 27, noch was Prozent sind besser als gar nichts. Insofern kehren wir jetzt zu Phineas zurück. Der wird ziemlich angepisst von unserer moralischen Entscheidung sein, sage ich mal. Aber ja. Wir haben auch das Labor, wie gesagt, infiltriert in der letzten Folge und nun ja, also es scheint zu stimmen, dass jetzt nach und nach die Kolonie verhungert. Das haben wir auch herausgefunden.
You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career.
Ja, vielen Dank. Du meinst, wie ich durch die Kolonie gestolpert bin und so getan habe, als hätte ich Ahnung?
I think you're being modest. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. You walked through Edgewater and in your wake transformed it from a loyal company town to a haven for dissidents. I'm actually a little impressed. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony. We raised security on the Hope after Wells broke in. As for discovering the identity of the missing colonist, all we had to do was scan the passenger manifest. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate.
Ja, danke.
I'm not here to talk about stolen chemicals. I'm after something far more valuable. Your cooperation. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. You are making a serious mistake.
Adjutant Akande's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain? We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Da bin ich mal gespannt, wie er reagiert. Vor allem, wenn ich ihm sage, dass der Vorstand sich bei mir gemeldet hat. Eieiei. Ich bin mir ziemlich sicher, dass es hier noch ein Gefecht geben wird.
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. Human test subjects. Oh, That's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, damn. I know! I've suspected as much for years. Of course, I don't expect the board to do a thing about it. They've been driving our colony to the brink of destruction for decades. The board's mismanagement put our colony on the road to collapse. If we don't put a stop to them, thousands of colonists are going to die. Freeze all the workers? Why? So a gang of powdered toffs can carry on living in Byzantium? You call that a plan? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all, toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. Certainly. How can I help? It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny. Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly. depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors.
Da haben wir ja was vor.
To a lost colony ship and skip it across the system. What could go wrong?
Oh, das klingt ja richtig gut. Der Plan zur Rettung des Systems, der Kolonie. Da bin ich mal gespannt.
Crew members Ellie and Max are engaged in a heated discussion. We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun. The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold.
Oh ja. Wunderschönes
If you
Schiff.
don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side. Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again.
Ach, keine Angst, das ist mein geisteskranker Plan.
My diagnosis of his mental stability is...
Oh, ich bin gespannt. Ich rechne ja wirklich mit dem Schlimmsten.
Let's hope we don't have to run in a hurry.
Ach, das war ja klar. Okay, also die lassen mich da überraschend frei rumlaufen, muss ich sagen.
You know, when they posted us here, I told them there wasn't any point. Nobody would be so stupid as to fly to the ass end of the colony for this derelict. Shows how much I know. You've got about 5 seconds to tell me what you're doing here before I make you take a walk outside. Explode? Holy shit. Alright. You'll want a uniform so my staff doesn't shoot you on sight. They're a dangerous mix of bored and trigger-happy. We've got a few extra in the old badge station to my right. Good luck.
Ich suche gerade die Uniform. Das ist doch jetzt ein Witz, oder? Kollege, ich bräuchte schon die Uniform, damit mich keiner umlegt. Oder ist das nur der Ausweis, den ich brauche? Ach, da hätte ich mich reinschleichen können. Ah. Dupsi-dupsi-du. Geht. Okay, das wird wohl in einer Schießerei enden. Ja. Definitiv. Definitely. Nein. Gut, dann müssen wir uns eben durchballern.
I can take a hint. Oh. Sweeping the area. Cited error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself. Error. This unit is not experiencing errors. Error. This unit is functioning correctly. There is no need for the intervention of mechanical engineers. Thank you for your cooperation.
Busy
worker is a happy.
Oha, also hier komme ich her. Kapselanzahl 9999.
You all right, Captain? I mean, seeing this place again?
Ja, ja, ein bisschen.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry.
Stimmungsmusik.
File not found.
Can we talk?
Ja.
So we're really gonna do this? I've seen lots of crazy, Captain, but Phineas is in a class of his own. Do you really think he knows what he's doing? Sending us to skip the Hope into Terra 2's orbit right under the board's nose? There's a sobering thought. Makes me want to drink. I think this whole plan's insane, but it'll make a good story, you know, if we survive. Speaking of, I get that Phineas thinks he's saving the colony, but what about you? Why risk your neck on this crazy scheme?
Tja, was ist mit dir? Stimmt eigentlich, sie ist immer noch an meiner Seite.
I'll do anything for a good story, and nothing shines on a pirate's resume like a successful suicide mission. But I asked you first. Coming from anyone else, that would sound like a line from one of those Odeon Pictures movies, but I think you really mean it. Still, all this depends on the other Hope colonists. Are they gonna pull us out of the shit? Or are we all just gonna leave a bigger, uglier stain on this corner of the galaxy? Well, whenever you're ready to do this, I'm with you. Anything else?
I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you
Security
slumbering in for so
patrol.
long,
Trespassers
Captain?
discovered.
The missing one, I take it?
Shit. Okay, jetzt wird's hart. Oh, das gibt Erfahrungspunkte. Puh. Das war knapp.
That Chief Junlei sure seems well, huh?
Oh Gott.
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
That does it. I'm never ever getting in one of those pods.
Okay, ich bin falsch gelandet. So, die Brücke der Hope. Ich würde sagen, das ist eine gute Stelle, wo wir in der nächsten Folge hingehen. Boah, ja. Mann. Ich bin echt ein bisschen nervös. Ich bin gespannt, wie das hier ausgehen wird. Also Leute, vielen Dank, dass ihr dabei wart. Macht's gut, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis dann und ciao.